What's up everyone? If you want higher FPS, lower input lag, and the smoothest competitive experience possible, you're in the right place. Today I'm gonna show you the best Nvidia control panel settings for pro gaming, settings used by competitive players to squeeze every ounce of performance out of their GPU. This guide works for CS2, Valorant, Fortnite, Warzone, Apex, Overwatch, and basically any competitive shooter. Let's stop wasting FPS and maximize your system. First things first, right click on your desktop, click Nvidia control panel. On the left, go to manage 3D settings. We'll be working mainly in the global settings tab. This ensures every game benefits. Image sharpening, turn this off. This can add unnecessary processing and visual noise. Competitive gaming is about clarity and speed, not extra filters. Anisotropic filtering, application control, let the game handle it. Modern engines do this better. Anti-aliasing, turn this off. FXAA adds blur and increases latency. Hard no for competitive play. Anti-aliasing, gamma correction, turn this off. Minimal visual benefit, tiny performance cost, we're cutting everything unnecessary. Anti-aliasing mode, application control. Anti-aliasing, transparency off. Transparency is a performance killer and gives zero competitive advantage. CUDA GPU, put that to all. Always allow your GPU full access. Low latency mode, turn this on. This is huge. On equals reduce render queue, lower input lag. Ultra can hurt FPS in CPU bound games. On is the sweet spot for competitive gaming. Max frame rate, turn this off. Will cap FPS in game or with G-Sync, not here. Multi-frame sampled AAA. It's usually used with MFAA, so you can turn this on. I don't ever use it, so I usually keep this off. But if you guys are playing like at 1080p or what have you and you use MFAA, you should turn this on. OpenGL rendering GPU. Your GPU not auto select. This ensures no weird driver behavior. Power management mode, prefer maximum performance. This is critical. Your GPU will stay at high clock speeds. No downclocking mid-fight. These settings are basically free FPS. Texture filtering, anisotropic sample optimization, turn this on. Texture filtering, negative LOD bias, allow. Sharper textures, no downside in competitive titles. Texture filtering, quality, turn this to high performance. Ignore the name, visuals barely change, FPS improves. Texture filtering, trilinear optimization, turn this on. Another small FPS boost with zero competitive downside. Thread optimization, turn this on. Allows the drivers to use multiple CPU cores more efficiently. Triple buffering, turn this off. Only useful with VSync, which we're not using for competitive play. Vertical sync, you know it, turn this off. This adds input lag. Instant deal breaker for pro gaming. If you use G-Sync, VSync should be handled inside Nvidia's G-Sync setup, not here. Display and refresh rate settings. Now go to your change resolution on the left. Refresh rate, set it to the highest available. Minus 240 Hz. So whatever you guys have, match it with your whatever you have. Set this to highest available. I have a 240 Hz, so I'm gonna set this at 240 Hz. But if you guys have a 144 Hz, set that to 144 Hz, alright? If you're not doing this, you are literally throwing away performance. The output color format, RGB. Output dynamic range full. This ensures the best clarity and contrast. If you have G-Sync or G-Sync compatible monitors, go to Setup G-Sync. Enable G-Sync for full screen mode only. Then, remember what I was telling you guys? V-Sync, you want that on in the Nvidia control panel. And then you want V-Sync off in-game, alright? And then you want to cap FPS 3 to 5 frames below the refresh rate. This gives you no tearing, minimal input lag, smooth as butter gameplay. And that's it. These Nvidia control panel settings will give you lower input latency, higher and more stable FPS, zero visual distractions, maximum competitive advantage. If this helped you out, drop a like, subscribe for more pro level optimization guides, and comment what game you're grinding right now. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed that video. Have a great day.